You just gotta hop into it. Like you just gotta do it. I think it's one thing to think about doing it. It's another thing to like, get started and all. But you just gotta hop into it. And then once you get into it and you start to realize different things, and you would gain momentum and your confidence is gonna grow. But if you just ponder on your ideas and maybe I can do it, maybe I can't do it, then it's just gonna be your idea. So first step is just signing up and just taking that first step into realizing what you can and what you can't do.
Right. And if it's not for you, then it's not. But like at least giving yourself a shot if you think this is interesting.
When I first took this course, I was taking it as just a background knowledge of how I could the business mindset of how I could implement it more efficiently into a business model. Like I didn't really think that I would be actually coding and developing it myself.
And liking it.
I was thinking okay, at least I would know what to tell someone what they could do and how they can do it, and so they would know not to BS me as far as make a website or make an app or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let me just get these terms done and the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, hey, this stuff's not even that hard.
It's not even that.
I mean, it's hard, but it's not impossible.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you save pure time, and then if you progressively do it, then you're just gonna get better and better over time. So.
Yeah, because when I was doing my website, we had a nav bar at the top, then we had a side nav bar, and then we had to make a container fit between those two things. So I really enjoy learning how to do that and making it so it doesn't mess up all the other elements. So I really like that spot.
And making it responsive.
Making it responsive too. That was when you make the page small, the browser small, and everything just shrinks down so nice. It's a real good feeling. I love that. I really love that.
All right, what about you?
For JavaScript, I say probably using the APIs and figuring out how a GET request works, how to get data, how to output that data that you get from an API.
Before you took this class a month ago, what were you doing?
I mean, I've always been into computers and technology-wise. I never did any coding. The only coding I did was some robotics in high school. But that was a different set of coding.
Right.
But I work at a hotel front desk, so I really have no real knowledge of any coding, HTML. I downloaded a phone app, Mimo, which pretty much gave a basic description of how to create tags and things like that. But other than putting together a whole functional website, JavaScript, jQuery, and databases and everything, I had no knowledge of that. So it's crazy. In that month span, it was pretty much you just learn the basics and you just build upon each time, taking in more information. So
How about you, Monique? What?
Full-time student mainly, but working 2 jobs as well, in hotel as well.
A month ago, I would just be him, oh, do I want to do networking today? Not really. I was one of those type of people, I didn't really find a passion.
How about you, Vanessa?
Well, I'm an Airbnb host. That's what I do most of the time. I hustle. So this summer I delivered pizza.
Right.
I was a Charmin girl,
Right.
do whatever I need to do to make money.
So I want to do this to, the whole reason again is because I could go out there and tell everybody coding is interesting, web development is great, whatever, you could do it. They're like, Nelly, fuck out of here, man. You've been doing this shit for 7 years, so what do you know, right? You don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know what I'm feeling and stuff like that. So I want to just get some raw footage of people that, that didn't, weren't born coding or whatever. Y'all didn't start coding, web development when you was 10 or whatever. Yeah. You just been in it for literally a month and 2 weeks. Just quickly. What did you just work on? You just presented something. Just if somebody was to ask you a quick version, what did you make?
Pretty much movie search website based upon kind of Netflix template, of how you could search for movies based upon genres.
Right.
And then selecting those movies and then be able to rate those movies.
Right.
And even last night I was able to rate a movie that I
yeah. You saw you saw a movie in there. You just went on Netflix and you watched it because. So you basically did a movie search website that basically pulls all these movies from all over the place, categories and stuff like that, and you can give people options to rate and basically get more insight into what other people think about these movies, right? And how long did it take you? I mean, how long did you do it?
That took a week.
In a week, after a month of just.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking nuts. All right, what did you do?
I created a website for a hypothetical business, which is a nightclub / a day club, I guess. It kind of is because you have party You have parties and stuff during the night, but up top you could also do like conferences and business proposals up top.
Right.
So we made it, and we had linked it and created an Instagram account, and then connected it to PTX, and you could literally go on and just book a ticket, which I did. I have a ticket for the Illusion one that I showed you. Yeah, I needed a ticket for it.
All right, cool. And basically, in a week, you basically hypothetical came up with this with business, and then you built a site for it, and then you basically wanted to connect to the PTX, which is pretty much like an event thing here in Bermuda.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you went above and beyond, created a fake Instagram account for it, and you also had like a weather thing that didn't work, but you wanted to have that in there, right? All right, and how about you?
I created a cold cure.
Oh, you created a cold cure?
Yeah.
Like, give me a cold cure.
I mean, it's a health support app, essentially.
There you go, right.
Encourage people to eat more fruits and vegetables, get them recipes and ideas for, to support.
So now let me flip that, right? So basically, none of you guys started with like any, background in this technology stuff, right?
Yeah.
But now looking at you guys talking about, like, I just made a movie DB, you know what I'm saying? Like, just put movies, like, I just did a cold cure, like, it's a health, thing, I was like, I created this business thing, create Instagram, create an account for it, blah, 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 connected to PicTix. You don't even care about explaining what PicTix is. Like, the whole world knows what PicTix is. Like, I just connect to PicTix, you know what I mean? Like, you guys look so confident and comfortable with it. How did you get to that level, man? Talk about the first day that you started. What was going through your head? And how did you go from that to now?
I mean, when I signed up for the coding camp, I really didn't even know what a coding boot camp was. So I spent a lot of time going on YouTube and finding out about it, and people made it seem like it was a nightmare.
Right.
I literally quit my job, like delivering pizza, because I'm thinking I need to spend all my time and energy. It's going to be horrible, but I knew that it could be really worth it at the end of it. It hasn't been like that at all for me. I do feel like the time I put into it does make things easier for me, but I really enjoyed the process.
When you have a problem, that means you have to look it up. And when you look it up, you find other things that connect to that.
Right.
And then you can take that information and then you can apply it. 100%. Right? When you look stuff up, you get a lot of things that you just like, oh, what's this? I've never seen this before. Oh, but this kind of connects to this way. Let me look into this one.
Right.
And then when you look into it, you're like, you don't know it yourself, but like there's a couple years, weeks ahead, you're like, wow, I know all this information. I don't know when I learned it.
Yeah, right?
And then it all starts to connect. Like when you're doing a web page, you're like, I saw something a while back that like kind of made it this way, so let me apply it here. Right. And then it works.
Like all the CSS stuff when we were working on the webpage, I would just be like, man, I wonder how to do this. I'll just be like, yo, just use the index 1 and the index 2 on that. I'm just like, yo, what?
Like,
how do I know that?
Yo,
what?
Like, because I remember seeing that like a couple weeks back, and it's like, it changed like the overlay which shows on top. I'm like, yeah, we should use that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when we used it and it worked, that was like a wow moment. Like things that we learned just actually retain. Yeah, we're actually doing web design.
When you first started, and everybody was nervous, but I think somebody was it was Azana to say that she was afraid that she was gonna get left behind or something.
Yeah.
Like, can you talk about the feelings that you had the first day, and how did you go from that to sitting here talking about like, I just connected to PicTix?
First day feelings is anxiety. It's the idiocy, anxiety, and the nervousness and the fear that it's something new, and it's something that it's hard because it's literally a new language that you're learning. But also, it's real life application in computers that you can make something.
What would you say was the one thing that's helped you right now? Like, was it reading more on Google, whatever other resources? Was it doing more? Like, was it practicing more? Was it what was it?
Google. Yeah,
Google.
Definitely. Like when you see a problem, look it up.
Right.
Don't wait on it because you're gonna forget about it, and then it's gonna come in the future, and you can be like, I wish I looked it up before when you didn't. So it's just like when you find a problem, look it up on Google like straight away so you can understand it. Like if you wait like days and days and weeks until like that problem eventually catches up to you, you're not gonna know what to do.
Exactly.
And then you can think in your head, man, I wish I remembered how to do this thing. I remember seeing it before, but I didn't know how to do it. And then you wasted more time trying to search up this other thing just to get this basic thing to work.
I'd say actually doing stuff, actually doing, because you know you can read a book, you can learn about this, you can learn everything in theory, right? You can learn about how a for loop works, but you don't actually use a for loop. You know, what's the point? So you use the thing over and over and over, it starts to build a what's it called? Yeah, exactly. It starts to stick, and so it becomes easier.
The more I've done it, the more I've enjoyed it. But like even when I first looked at code, it was like even my friends say like I can't sit in front of a computer and look at these lines and it just looks confusing.
Yeah.
But like it's not as bad as it seems, because if you really start to break things down into individual pieces, it starts to all make sense and how it all talks to each other. Like and it's really enjoyable. It really is. I didn't think that I would enjoy it as much as I do, but I
now y'all geeks.
Yeah.
You started with literally just, I mean, you did some shit 20 years ago, right? From like zero. And like I said, like I could go out there and tell somebody like, dude, you can do this if you want to. Like this is, you know, this could be something that, you know, you can try out for a month to see what it feels like or whatever. But a lot of people feel like, oh, I don't have what it takes. Like I didn't do no science in college. I didn't, you know, I don't know math or whatever, right? If you could go tell that person, imagine that's, you know, Shaquem a month ago, like, and they having all those feelings. What can you tell them to help them at least ease the process and getting into, if this is something that they want to explore?
You just gotta hop into it. Like you just gotta do it. I think it's one thing to think about doing it. It's another thing to like, you know, get started and all. But you just gotta hop into it. And then once you get into it and you start to realize different things, and you would gain momentum and your confidence is gonna grow. But if you just ponder on your ideas and maybe I can do it, maybe I can't do it, then it's just gonna be your idea. So first step is just, you know, signing up and just taking that first step into, you know, realizing what you can and what you can't do. Good golly, 2020, I'm pulling up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. Hey.